Success is not built in one day, it is built daily. Most people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect motivation. But winners understand something different. Progress does not come from big moves. It comes from small, consistent steps taken every single day. You do not need to change your whole life overnight. You only need to move forward today, because one step today becomes confidence tomorrow. One disciplined action today becomes success in the future. The question is not how fast can I succeed? The real question is, did I make progress today? If you want to make progress every day, you must begin with one think clear direction. Most people are busy, but not productive. They wake up, react to life, handle random problems, answer unnecessary distractions. And by the end of the day, they feel exhausted, but they have moved nowhere. Movement is not always progress. Being busy does not mean you are building something meaningful. Simpler. A ship without a destination may keep moving, but it will never arrive. The same is true for life. If you do not know where you are going, every road will confuse you. You will chase opportunities that are not yours. You will compare your journey with people walking a different path. You will waste years climbing ladders that are leaning against the wrong wall. Direction gives meaning to effort. Before asking how to succeed, ask yourself, what do I truly want? Not what people expect from you, not what society pressures you to become, not what looks impressive from the outside. What do you truly want? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of person do you want to become? What values do you want your life to reflect? These are not small questions. These are life-defining questions, and many people avoid them because clarity requires honesty. Sometimes clarity forces you to admit that you are on the wrong path. Sometimes it asks you to let go of comfort. Sometimes it demands courage. But without truth, there can be no transformation. Even faith teaches us that intention matters. A person who walks with sincere purpose walks with strength. When your heart knows why, your mind finds how. Purpose creates endurance. Without purpose, discipline feels heavy. With purpose, sacrifice feels worthwhile. That is why clear direction matters. It turns ordinary work into meaningful progress. It helps you wake up with focus instead of confusion. It helps you say no to distractions because you know what deserves your yes. Every powerful life begins with a decision to stop drifting, a decision to stop living by accident, a decision to take responsibility for your own future. Write your goals down. Do not leave your future floating in your mind like a cloud. Put it on paper. Simpler. A goal written clearly becomes a commitment. Be specific. Not, I want success. What kind of success? Not, I want a better life. What does better look like? Not, I want happiness. What creates peace in your soul? Clarity removes excuses. Because once the target is visible, responsibility begins. And remember this, you do not need to have your entire life figured out. You only need enough clarity for the next step. The road reveals itself while you walk, but you must choose a direction first. A person with clear direction and slow progress will always defeat a person with no direction and fast movement, because speed without purpose leads to emptiness. Direction creates destiny. So before you rush into another day, pause and ask, where am I going? Because your life will always move in the direction of your daily decisions. Choose wisely. Big success is rarely the result of one giant moment. Simpler. It is usually the result of small, repeated actions that most people ignore. People love dramatic change. They want instant transformation. They want fast results. They want success to arrive like lightning. But life usually works more like planting seeds. Quiet, slow, unseen, and yet powerful. The problem is many people underestimate small actions because they do not look impressive. Reading 10 pages does not feel life-changing. Saving a little money does not feel like wealth. Waking up 30 minutes earlier does not feel like transformation. Practicing one skill each day does not feel like mastery. But repeated over months and years, these small actions become a completely different life. Never disrespect small beginnings. A tree begins as a seed. A building begins with one brick. A strong faith begins with one sincere prayer. A successful life begins with one disciplined decision. The secret is not intensity. It is consistency. Simpler. Doing something once may inspire you. Doing it daily will change you. Many people start strong but disappear quickly. They are excited on Monday and exhausted by Friday. They depend on emotion. But progress cannot depend on feelings. Some days you will feel motivated. Some days you will feel tired. Some days your mind will say, skip today. That is exactly when consistency matters most, because character is not built on easy days. It is built when you continue despite difficulty. Even in faith, consistency matters more than occasional passion. Small daily acts of sincerity shake the heart more than rare moments of intensity. The same is true in success. Small, honest effort, repeated daily, creates extraordinary outcomes. You do not need to change your whole life today. That pressure destroys people. You only need to improve one step, one better habit, one better choice, one better response, one better use of your time. That is how progress grows. Simpler. When you focus only on the mountain, you become overwhelmed. When you focus on the next step, you keep moving. That is wisdom. Stop asking, how can I finish everything? Start asking, what is the next right action? Because your future is not built in one day. It is built daily. Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you cast a vote for your future self. Every time you choose learning over laziness, you cast a vote for growth. Every time you choose patience over quitting, you cast a vote for greatness. Your habits are writing your story. Be careful what they say. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions do not exist. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. The person who walks slowly but consistently will always pass the person who keeps waiting for the perfect moment. Remember, this success is not found in one extraordinary day. Simpler. It is hidden inside ordinary days handled correctly. The little things are not little. They are everything. One day people will look at your success and call it luck. They will not see the early mornings. They will not see the quiet sacrifices. They will not see the thousands of small choices that built your strength, but you will know, and that knowledge will be your confidence. So today, do not search for giant breakthroughs. Search for the next small step. Take it, then take it again tomorrow. Because small, consistent actions repeated long enough create unstoppable results. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Everyone talks about goals. Everyone talks about dreams. Everyone talks about success. Everyone says they want a better life. But desire alone changes nothing. Wishing is not progress. Talking is not transformation. Hope without action is only frustration. Simpler. The difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck is often one thing: discipline. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. That is where most people struggle. They wait for motivation. They say, I'll start when I feel ready. I'll work when I feel inspired. I'll change when the time feels right. But if you wait for feelings, you will wait forever. Feelings are unreliable. Some mornings you wake up strong. Some mornings you wake up tired. Some days your mind is focused. Some days your mind is full of excuses. If your future depends on your mood, your future is in danger. Discipline says, I will do it anyway. That is power. Real strength is not found in excitement. It is found in consistency. Waking up early when your bed feels warm. Working when distractions are calling. Staying honest when shortcuts look easier. Remaining patient when results are slow. That is discipline. Simpler. And discipline is deeply connected to self-respect. Every promise you break to yourself weakens your confidence. Every promise you keep strengthens your identity. When you say, I will do this, and then you actually do it, you begin to trust yourself. That trust is priceless, because confidence is not built by compliments. It is built by keeping your word to yourself. Even faith teaches discipline, prayer on difficult days, patience during hard seasons, gratitude when life feels unfair. These are acts of discipline. True character is revealed not when life is easy, but when staying committed becomes difficult. Discipline is not punishment. It is protection. It protects your future from your temporary emotions. It protects your goals from your passing moods. It protects your life from regret. People often think discipline makes life harder. The truth is, lack of discipline makes life harder. Simpler. Undisciplined spending creates financial stress. Undisciplined habits destroy health. Undisciplined words damage relationships. Undisciplined thinking creates unnecessary suffering. Short-term comfort often creates long-term pain. Discipline may feel hard today, but regret feels heavier tomorrow. The good news is this discipline can be built. It does not appear overnight. It grows through repetition. Start small. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Keep your environment clean. Control your words. Protect your time. Small disciplines create strong people. Do not try to master your whole life in one day. Master 1 hour, then the next, then the next. That is how great lives are built. Remember this, you will never always feel motivated, but you can always choose discipline. And the person who chooses discipline consistently will eventually live a life that undisciplined people only talk about. Your habits are your hidden power. Simpler. What you repeat, you become. So ask yourself, are your daily routines building your future or quietly destroying it? Because success is not a single event, it is a lifestyle. And discipline is the foundation. Do not pray only for easier days. Pray for stronger habits. Pray for a stronger mind. Pray for the courage to stay committed. Because a disciplined life is not a restricted life, it is a powerful one. Excuses are silent thieves. They do not break into your life with noise. They enter quietly and steal your future one day at a time. Most people do not fail because they lack talent. They fail because they keep postponing the life they were meant to build. I'll start tomorrow. I need more time. I'm waiting for the right moment. I'm not ready yet. These words sound harmless, but repeated long enough, they become a prison. Tomorrow is one of the most dangerous words in life because tomorrow feels responsible. It feels safe. It feels reasonable. Simpler. But for many people, tomorrow is simply fear wearing a polite mask. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. And one day, you wake up and realize you did not lose your dream in one moment. You lost it in delays. Time does not stop while you hesitate. Life keeps moving. Opportunities pass. Energy changes. Seasons shift. And the saddest pain is not failure. It is regret. The pain of knowing you could have tried, but you kept waiting. Excuses protect comfort, but they destroy potential. They make you feel justified while keeping you stuck. That is why excuses are dangerous. They sound intelligent. They give you reasons. But reasons are not results. Life does not reward explanations. It rewards action. You do not need perfect conditions to begin. You need courage. Many people believe successful people had better timing. Often they simply had better decisions. They acted while others delayed. Simpler. They started while others overthought. They moved while others made excuses. That is the difference. Even faith teaches urgency. We are reminded that time is a trust. Every day given to you is a gift. Wasting it carelessly is not small. It is a responsibility. You cannot keep asking for a better future while disrespecting the present. Today is where your future is being built, not someday. Today. Excuses often hide behind fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But understand this action creates confidence. Waiting creates more fear. The longer you delay, the heavier the task becomes in your mind. The first step is usually the hardest, not because it is impossible, but because your excuses have become comfortable. Break that comfort. Start before you feel ready. No one feels fully ready. Growth begins in uncertainty. A student starts before knowing everything. A business begins before all answers are clear. A strong life is built before confidence fully arrives. Confidence follows action. It does not come before it. Also, be honest with yourself. Some excuses are not problems. They are priorities in disguise. When something truly matters, people find a way. When it does not, they find excuses. That truth can be uncomfortable. But honesty is necessary for change. Stop saying, I don't have time. Say, I did not make it important. That truth creates responsibility. And responsibility creates power. Because once you stop blaming circumstances, you finally gain control. The moment you stop making excuses, you stop giving your power away. That is freedom. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for life to become easier. Start with what you have. Use what is in your hands. Take one step, then another. Simpler. Because progress belongs to people who move, not people who explain. At the end of life, your excuses will not comfort you. Only your actions will. So ask yourself, what have I been delaying? What dream have I been postponing? What decision have I been avoiding? And more importantly, what will I do today? Because your future is listening, and it is shaped by what you choose now. Mistakes are not signs that you are failing. They are signs that you are moving. The only people who make no mistakes are the people who do nothing. And doing nothing may protect your pride for a moment, but it will destroy your future. Too many people treat mistakes like enemies. They feel ashamed. They feel embarrassed. They feel like one failure means they are not capable. But that thinking is dangerous, because if you fear mistakes too much, you will fear growth itself. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has walked through failure, not around it, through it. Simpler. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. A child learns to walk by falling. A student learns by getting answers wrong. A leader grows by making difficult decisions. A strong believer grows through trials and tests. Life teaches through experience. Pain is often the greatest teacher. The problem is not the mistake. The problem is repeating the same mistake without learning the lesson. Wisdom is expensive. Sometimes it costs comfort. Sometimes it costs pride. Sometimes it costs tears. But the lesson is worth it. Do not ask, why did this happen to me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? That question changes everything. It turns pain into progress, turns failure into fuel. It turns setbacks into stepping stones. People with weak minds blame. People with strong minds learn. Blaming others may feel easier. Blaming circumstances may feel safer. But blame keeps you powerless. Learning gives you control. Take responsibility. Simpler, not because everything was your fault, but because responsibility gives you the power to grow. When you own your mistakes, you own your future. That is maturity. Even faith teaches reflection. Trials are not always punishments. Sometimes they are preparation. Sometimes delay is protection. Sometimes hardship is redirection. Sometimes failure is mercy in disguise. Not every closed door is rejection. Some are divine protection. Trust the lesson, but also do your part. Reflection matters. After every mistake, pause. Ask yourself what went wrong. What could I have done better? What must change next time? Growth requires honesty. You cannot improve what you refuse to confront. Do not let pride stop your progress. Pride says, I already know. Wisdom says, I still have much to learn. Stay teachable. The strongest people are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who refuse to stop learning. Remember this, a mistake can either break you or build you. The difference is your response. Some people use failure as proof to quit. Others use failure as training to rise stronger. Choose the second path. And do not let one bad chapter convince you the whole story is bad. One failed attempt does not define your destiny. One wrong decision does not erase your value. One setback does not cancel your purpose. Keep going. Correct the course. Move forward wiser. Success is not perfection. It is adjustment. It is humility. It is resilience. It is the courage to stand up again with better understanding. The person who learns quickly from mistakes moves faster than the person who pretends to have none. So stop hiding your failures. Study them. Because inside every mistake is a lesson trying to prepare you for the next level of your life. Learn it and keep walking. Your time is your life. Every hour you spend is a piece of your life you will never get back. That is why protecting your time and energy is not selfish. It is necessary. Many people are tired not because they are working too hard, but because they are giving themselves to things that do not matter. Unnecessary conversations, constant distractions, draining relationships, meaningless habits, endless scrolling, saying yes when your soul is begging for no. These things may look small, but together they quietly steal your future. You cannot build a powerful life with a distracted mind. Focus is a form of respect. It shows that you value your purpose enough to protect it. Most people protect money more than time. They think carefully before spending cash, but they waste hours carelessly. Money can return. Time cannot. Once a day is gone, it is gone forever. That should make you think differently. Ask yourself, where is my energy going? Who is draining my peace? What habits are stealing my attention? What distractions are delaying my growth? Because not everything deserves access to you. You must learn the power of boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They are wisdom. They protect your peace. They protect your focus. They protect your future. Saying no does not make you rude. Sometimes saying no is the highest form of self-respect. No to toxic people. No to unnecessary drama. No to habits that weaken your mind. No to opportunities that move you away from your purpose. Every yes requires a no. If you say yes to everything, you will eventually say no to yourself. That is too expensive. Even faith teaches protection of time. Moments of silence, moments of prayer, moments of reflection. These are reminders that peace is not found in constant noise. Sometimes the strongest move is stepping away. Silence can heal what noise keeps hurting. Do not be afraid of solitude. Some of your greatest clarity will come when you disconnect from the world and reconnect with yourself. Protect your mornings. How you begin your day often decides how you live your day. If your morning starts with chaos, your mind follows chaos. If your morning starts with purpose, your day follows purpose. Do not let your phone be the first voice that controls your mind. Start with intention. Prayer, planning, reading, reflection. Feed your mind before the world feeds it for you. Also protect your physical energy. Sleep matters. Health matters. Rest matters. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Exhaustion is not proof of importance. You are not a machine. Strength requires recovery. Even the strongest people need rest to remain strong. Protecting your energy means knowing when to push and when to pause. Wisdom is balance. Not every battle deserves your attention. Some arguments are distractions. Some people are lessons. Some situations are simply not yours to carry. Peace comes when you stop trying to manage everything. Choose your battles wisely. Save your strength for what truly matters. Remember this, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you constantly neglect yourself, eventually everything suffers. Your focus, your health, your relationships, your purpose. Protection is responsibility. Guard your mind, guard your heart, guard your schedule, guard your peace. Because the quality of your life depends on what you allow into it. Successful people are not only careful about what they do, they are careful about what they refuse to do. That is power. At the end of the day, your life will reflect what received your time. So be intentional. Because your attention is your greatest currency. Spend it wisely. Perfection is one of the most dangerous illusions in life. It looks beautiful from a distance, but up close, it often becomes fear. Many people are not stuck because they are lazy. They are stuck because they are waiting to be perfect. They want the perfect plan, the perfect time, the perfect skills, the perfect confidence. And while they wait for perfection, life keeps moving without them. Perfection delays progress. It creates pressure. It creates doubt. It creates unnecessary fear of failure. People say, I'll start when I'm fully ready, but the truth is you will never feel fully ready. Growth does not begin with certainty. It begins with movement. Progress is powerful because it is real. It allows mistakes. It allows learning. It allows imperfect steps that still move you forward. And forward is always better than frozen. A small step today is more valuable than a perfect plan that never begins. Do not let perfection become an excuse. Sometimes perfection is just procrastination wearing expensive clothes. It sounds wise, but it keeps you standing still. Life rewards consistency, not flawless performance. A person who improves little by little will always defeat the person who keeps preparing but never starts. Even faith teaches this truth. Sincere effort matters. You are not asked to be flawless. You are asked to be faithful, to keep trying, to keep returning, to keep improving. That is progress. A heart that grows daily is stronger than a heart that only waits for ideal conditions. Do not compare your beginning to someone else's middle. Comparison destroys gratitude. You may look at someone successful and feel behind, but you did not see their early mornings. You did not see their failures. You did not see the years of invisible work. Respect your own journey. Your chapter 1 does not need to look like someone else's chapter 20. Measure yourself against who you were yesterday. That is true growth. Ask, am I wiser? Am I stronger? Am I more disciplined? Am I closer to the life I want to build? These are better questions than asking if everything is perfect, because perfection is a trap. Progress is freedom. Some days will feel strong. Some days will feel slow. Some days you will move fast. Some days you will barely move at all. That is normal. Do not quit on slow days. Slow progress is still progress. A person walking slowly toward purpose is still ahead of the person sitting in excuses. Keep moving. Remember, this mountains are not climbed in one leap. They are climbed step by step. A strong marriage is built conversation by conversation. A successful business is built decision by decision. A meaningful life is built day by day. Small improvements create massive change over time. That is the law of growth. Celebrate discipline. Celebrate consistency. Celebrate showing up even when nobody notices. Because those quiet victories are building your future. Do not wait until everything is perfect to feel proud of yourself. Be proud that you did not quit. Be proud that you kept learning. Be proud that you kept standing back up. That matters. At the end of life, you will not be rewarded for looking perfect. You will be remembered for living with courage, faith, discipline, and persistence. So release the pressure of perfection. Choose progress, choose action, choose consistency. Because a life of steady growth will always be more powerful than a life spent waiting for perfect conditions that never come. Do not chase overnight success. Chase daily progress. Because mountains are climbed one step at a time. Great lives are built one decision at a time, and powerful futures are created one disciplined day at a time. Keep moving, keep learning, keep growing, no matter how slow it feels. Progress is still progress. And if you keep showing up, one day you will look back and realize the small steps were never small at all.